What's going on, guys? It's Bocw here. Today we're going to be talking about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies mode. It's one of the three main modes within the game, and today we're going to be talking about what we can expect to see when Zombies mode does eventually come out on release day in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. So if you want to read this article for yourselves, guys, I will link these down in the description. Make sure you guys check them out. So today we're going to be looking about perks, upgrades, skills, and bits and pieces like that. So Treyarch has dropped a blog post on new info on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies mode. The info comes as we've got 2 weeks to launch on Friday, November the 13th. Black Ops Cold War Zombies mode brings a lot of new innovations alongside fan favourite features that combine to make a new experience. The blog post details perks, skills, field upgrades, custom loadouts, and more new features of the Zombies experience. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is perks and skill tiers. So first, let's take a look at perks specifically. Which ones you'll be able to collect and utilise and launch, and how they work, and for the first time in Zombies history, how to upgrade them. On launch day, you'll have 6 different Zombies perks to crack open. These ones are the classics. So Juggernog, Quick Revive, Speed Caller, Stamina Up, Deadshot to Kiri, and an all-new perk debuting in Black Ops Cold War, Elemental Pop. So the full descriptions for each base level perk at launch are as follows. So Juggernog, increase maximum health by 50. Quick Revive, reduce the time it takes to regen to full health by 50%. Reduce the time it takes to revive an ally by 50%. Speed Caller, increase reload speed by 15%. Stamina Up, increase run and sprint speed. Deadshot Daiquiri, aiming down sight moves to enemy critical location and remove scope sway. And finally, the new one, Elemental Pop. Every bullet has a small chance to apply a random base ammo mod effect. While Zombies veterans will be familiar with the initial versions of most of the starting perks, Elemental Pop is something different. As hinted in the Zombies reveal blog, which I'll link in the description, the new perk is all about ammo mods. With every shot fired while Elemental Pop is active, you'll have a slight chance for a random base ammo mod to take effect against your target. An incredibly useful tool for when your back's up against the wall. But what happens when you want to take your perks to the next level? So that's where the all new skill tiers come in. In Black Ops Cold War Zombies, every perk can be permanently upgraded up to 3 levels. Yes, you heard that right. Permanently. To upgrade perks, you need to earn raw Ethereum crystals by reaching milestone rounds within the game, or through successful exfiltration. Once more, you'll be able to upgrade skills related to field upgrades, ammo mods, and weapon classes to help you stay alive even longer as you collect and invest more Ethereum crystals. Over time, you'll use these crystals to improve the tools in your arsenal, improving their damage and utility to help you reach higher rounds. As an example, upgrading the Elemental Pop perk to Tier 3 will grant the following effects. So Tier 1 is, as aforementioned, equipment damage, also has a small chance to apply a random base ammo mod effect. Tier 2 is reduce ammo mod cooldowns by 20%. And Tier 3, when a random ammo mod is applied, it uses your current skill tier instead of the base. Oh, don't worry, we'll be introducing more perks throughout our post-launch seasons. So weapon rarities. So perks are essential, but let's be honest, survival in zombies is all about the weapons. In previous iterations, too many Zombies players were left trying to figure out which weapons were top tier for any given situation based on the worldwide prices, or by rolling them from the mystery box and hoping for the best. This time around, our new weapon rarity system gives every weapon a path to greatness. Weapons come in 5 tiers of rarity, similar to that like in Fortnite and Warzone, so it's common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. Now for loadout, these are all going to be at common rarity. Each tier increases the damage done by those weapons, and will also determine how many randomised attachments will come along for the fight. For example, an uncommon weapon will feature around a 50% damage boost over its loadout version, and comes with just 2 attachments, while legendary version kicks that up roughly up to 300% damage, and comes stacked with 8 attachments. But how does this affect wallbuys in the mystery box, you ask? Doesn't this new system make those less effective, you ask? Fear not. So weapon rarities will make wallbuys in the mystery box even more worthwhile in Black Ops Cold War, by giving players more options in any given game. Buying your favourite weapon off the wall is now different every time with random attachments thrown into the mix. And the mystery box actually increases its odds of rolling high rarity weapons as the rounds get higher. Excuse me. This creates a new layer of strategy to keep in mind as the match goes on. What happens if you hit the jackpot on your first spin of the mystery box and get an epic magnum at round 10, and then run an uncommon AK-74U on your next spin? Let's just say you're more comfortable with SMGs, but you know your damage potential will become lower as a result of switching. Which one do you keep? So previously, if you found a strong weapon in the mystery box, you had very little motivation to return to it. Now, even if you roll a weapon that you're happy with early in the game, you can return 10 rounds later and try to roll the legendary version. The mystery box also now includes sport items such as the sentry turret and war machine, which always come in handy. To quote Treyarch's lead zombies system designer Kevin Drew, "I've been playing zombies for 10 years and this is the most excited I've ever been when opening the mystery box." Now, lots of people will talk about the custom loadouts, because basically what they've done is they've removed the pistol startup weapon. So because we're bringing everything together to unify progression across multiplayer and zombies in Black Ops Cold War, this was the team's first chance to fully deliver custom loadouts in zombies. First and foremost, empowering players to bring all of their unlocked weapons and cosmetics into zombies takes an option up a notch, and gets everyone into higher rounds faster. This gives players more freedom to play their way, especially for those who want to get a better feel for how much fun zombies can be after the first few rounds. Loadouts don't change the classic zombies formula, as you might think. If starting out with a classic 1911 pistol is your jam, go for it. The design team carefully considered how loadouts will affect weapon progression gameplay, and as such, loadouts in zombies are simplified compared to those in multiplayer. You can only bring a single weapon in the field upgrade with your zombies loadout. Furthermore, that single weapon will have its attachments and cosmetics, but it will be the lowest rarity available, common. This means your starting weapon won't be very effective at killing zombies after a handful of early rounds, and you'll still need to get out there and find other weapons quickly. You can also upgrade the rarity of your loadout weapon in-game, or of any weapon for that matter, so you can keep your customized loadout weapon into higher rounds if that's more your style. So field upgrades. These are entirely different from those found in multiplayer, and for good reason. These are tools designed to fit the narrative of Black Ops Cold War's dark ether story, and provide a welcome power spike as part of the core combat loop, without making players OP in the process. OP, for those who don't know, is overpowered. Zombies field upgrades available at launch include Frost Blast. Create a frigid blast of wind that deals frost damage and slows enemies caught inside of it. Slowed enemies take additional damage. Healing Aura. Summon beams of energy down on yourself and allies to instantly heal to full health. Energy Mine. Create a mine of pure energy that detonates on proximity of enemies, dealing explosive damage. Ring of Fire. Create a ring of ethereal fire that boosts damage for you and allies. Normal enemies who enter gain a burning effect that deals fire damage and lasts for 15 seconds. Ether Shroud. Phase into the dark ether for 5 seconds, becoming hidden from enemy detection. So the design of these field upgrades take inspiration from several action-based abilities in previous zombies games, including certain gobblegums, elixirs, and even some non-passive perks. Each one is balanced with an appropriate number of zombie kills required to charge it. For example, Healing Aura has the upgraded ability to revive players in the map remotely, but requires double the kills to charge than an offensive-based field upgrade such as Energy Mine. When you load into a match, you're going to want to have at least one of these field upgrades unlocked in your custom loadout and ready to charge up. Coordinate with the rest of your team before a match to make sure you've got a good balance of offensive, defensive, and support field upgrades to help everyone survive as long as possible. Armour and Salvage. Replacing the crafted shield of previous zombies' experiences, armour provides a 360-degree layer of protection from the armies of the undead. Armour can be found as a rare drop from enemies or purchased using Salvage. When worn, it will mitigate a portion of incoming damage. Every hit will still deal damage, but its durability is limited. Although armour is partially repaired by picking up the occasional armour shard dropped from certain enemies, it's a finite resource and you'll find yourself vulnerable again once you run out of salvage to repair it. You can also fully repair armour by picking up a Carpenter power-up. Armour can also be upgraded 2 additional levels, increasing its damage mitigation and durability. You're going to need it as rounds progress because zombies grow stronger every round. Remember, even when paired with an upgraded Juggernaut perk, no amount of armour can save you if you find yourself overrun, especially as rounds get higher and the challenge increases. Support and score streaks. We wanted to bring score streaks to zombies for a long time, and now that player progression is unified across modes, there's never been a better opportunity till now. While certain Zombies maps have included some variants of these in the past, the new Dark Ether narrative offered the perfect change to finally carry over some of the militarized versions of into Zombies to raise the stakes even higher. Now, there's going to be 5 of these at launch. The available support selection will include Combat Bow, Sentry Turret, War Machine, Chopper Gunner, and Self-Revive. Keep an eye out for one of these to pop out of the mystery box, if you're lucky. And for those curious about how calling in the Chopper Gunner works without being instantly ripped to shreds by zombies while you're controlling it, any support that takes perspective away from your character will temporarily make you immune to damage and ignored by enemies whilst deployed. This ensures that parties of one can make use of support in solo games as well. Loot and crafting. It appears to stay resourceful during an undead invasion. In Black Ops Cold War Zombies, every zombie has a small chance of dropping resources including salvage, armour, and even lethal and tactical equipment. The tougher the enemy, the better the loot. As you unlock equipment and score streaks through standard player progression, that content will become available at the crafting table in-game and can be crafted using resources. Rarity is also assigned to loot based on its effectiveness. For example, a frag grenade is considered uncommon loot, whereas the Symbol Monkey is a rare drop. Now, optional exfil. Why die if you don't have to? With the new option to exfil from the map when your squad can't last much longer, you can roll the dice and try to survive long enough to escape with some extra rewards, but it will not be easy. Starting at the end of round 10 and every 5 rounds after that, you'll have an option to use a radio in the starting area of the map to call in an exfil. In a co-op game, a majority of the players must vote to initiate exfiltration. Once triggered, the normal round will end and will be given a new objective to reach the exfil site within a specific time limit. At this point, zombies will begin to flood the area in a last-ditch effort to stop your squads in its tracks. Once you reach the site, a helicopter will fly in and hover above until the zone is cleared before it can land. If you manage to make it onto the chopper, you'll escape with some bonus XP and the chance to earn raw Ethereum crystals. Risk versus reward. Finally, ping system. For the first time, we're bringing a locational ping system to Zombies players. This will function the same way as it does in Black Ops Cold War's multiplayer, activated by pressing D-pad left on controllers and Z on keyboards by default. Whether you're marking the next door you need a friend to open, pointing out the pack-a-punch machine for your first timer, or pinging the latest location of the mystery box for your squad, we think this feature will bring a huge quality of life improvement to Black Ops Zombies players. So I want to know what your thoughts are on that. Please do let me know in the comments box down below. Now, for those who don't know, also Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare loadouts can be accessible in Warzone. Now, the Activision president has actually confirmed that players will be able to use both Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare loadouts in Warzone. Now, Kostic, who's I believe is one of the people that were actually in the I think it's the name of the Activision's president, if I'm not mistaken. He actually confirmed. So, for example, all the new Black Ops weapons and operators you unlock in your level 1 to 55 progression will be usable in Black Ops and in Warzone, just like how it works in Modern Warfare. Black Ops Battle Pass content and store content will also work across Black Ops and Warzone. So, now players can of course continue to use their Modern Warfare content in Warzone once Black Ops launches, and as a result, one cool feature we'll see is that they will be able to choose either their Black Ops loadout or Modern Warfare loadout in Warzone for their gameplay. And this is just one example of how Warzone can expand and evolve over time. So, when this happens, Warzone will become tied to Black Ops Cold War with Battle Pass and monetization, and players will be able then to start Black Ops Cold War weapons and operators in Warzone. But for players who are enjoying Modern Warfare and those loadouts, you can still bring those with you. Modern Warfare's loadouts and operators will also be selectable in Warzone after the Black Ops Cold War integration. Players will be able to bring their cosmetic content to Warzone as well. You'll also confirm that news on Warzone and Black Ops Cold War will be coming in a week or two. So I want to know what your thoughts are of that. Please do let me know in the comments box down below. Hope you guys found this video rather interesting. If you did, smash that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, please smash the subscribe button. Don't forget notification bell so you may see more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace out.